Not too bossy, sweetie. Okay. Hi. Good morning. I'm about to press play on day 2, but I have, I'm actually just letting some pixie dust kick in before I make it happen. Although I'm feeling pretty amped to make it happen today. You know, just some days you're just ready to do the things. I apologize for, we're in the garage because the baby's sleeping, and so they have to come with me to where we work out. But they are currently playing Ultimate Garage. Yes, he's in his underwear because we are impromptu potty training, but I don't really potty train, so we're just giving it a whirl. If he pees everywhere, it's no big deal. It's not like we're trying to win. We're totally okay if it just totally blows up in our face. I'm a mom who doesn't like to potty train. I like them to tell me when they're ready. Hey, Cart, can you just use inside voice just for a little bit, okay? Thanks, sweetie. Because if you do, he will. I see you, bro. You're so cute. Okay, so yesterday I shared those books, all the books that I'm reading over the course of the 100 days. And I thought today I would share, is it too loud? Is it like terrible? Because I can move. I could take this elsewhere. They're fine. But if it's not bad, then I can just keep going. Anyway, I'll just keep going unless someone tells me otherwise. So today I thought I would kind of go over my morning routine. I know I've talked about morning routine so much, but Carter, can you just use a little bit quieter voice, sweetie?
No.
Thanks.
No,
I thought I would kind of just go over what my plan is over the course of the 100 days because Carter, yeah, I know, but you're just being real bossy, bud. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to be bossy. Hudson. Carter. Hey, what do we talk about, bud? What do we do? Okay. Get up, please. Thank you. Okay, come for a walk with me. Come on. We're going to go this way. Come on. We're walking. Come on. One quick walk. It'll be a fast one. Okay. I'm going to listen for good behavior. I'm just going to walk away. Guys, they're better when I'm just not in the room. Sorry. Anyway, about that. Boys, brothers, they're so aggressive. I'm not used to aggressive. I don't even know how to, like the natural reaction of when they are doing things. And it's so funny because I just started listening, as you learned yesterday, to a podcast all about boys and how we quickly want them to adhere to what we think they should be doing. And Bob Barnes, who is my favorite go-to in how to raise boys, was basically like, you can't train them to be what you think they should be because they're boys and you are a woman, and you don't want to over mom them because then you're going to actually damage them, and you want to create them to be, godly husbands and great friends. And a lot of times we can't really pour into that. All we can do is kind of aid in like the discipline part of it. So it's going to be good. I'm definitely learning how to adhere to what they're worth. Like for example, the lady was talking about how when the cousins all get together, like they instantly are wrestling, and for a mom, they're going to be like, no, everybody stop. Whereas like if they instantly start hitting and pushing, then yes, that is completely taken. We don't allow that, but we absolutely allow wrestling because it's the way they show each other love. And so just really solid information. Like they're laughing, you know what I mean? Like I get so in their business about like, be kind, do this, do that, do this, when in the end, if I just let them be, they do work it out. And then of course stepping in when they cross the line and teaching that hitting is wrong and, being whatever. But in those moments, they kind of need to be a lot more aggressive than what I would ever think is a normal Because if I saw my daughter do that, I mean, she would literally be, if she was all of a sudden hitting somebody, like I know the world's coming to an end, versus boys are that's just their nature. So it's been really good. It's called Purposeful Parenting. No. Purpose-driven parenting. Why am I blanking? Oh, look. It's literally right on my podcast because I was listening this morning. That is not what I was talking about. Morning routines. So this is something we're actually talking about. We actually talked about it in our group yesterday, and just listening to everybody's hopes and dreams about what they want their morning routine to look like. So I know I'm not alone in this, and I know people aren't alone in this. We want to have this morning routine that gives us life and breathes, calmness into our spirits, and so that we can go on and tackle. And something that I practice and speak into myself every single day is that I'm a calm parent, creepy calm. I find that if I can be creepy calm, my kids are creepy calm, and their reaction to the things that would normally be loud and crying and whatever are instantly calm because I'm being calm. So James and I both will go into the weekend and be like, hey, let's be CC today, okay? And together we're CC, and I'm telling you, it's like we both said this morning, I'm like, how great was last night? And he's like, I know. He's like, but it was totally us. We were on the same page. We were calm. They were calm. And I'm like, yeah, can we have a night like that every night? So just really shows you how much power we have in our children's, what they, how they act every single day. So, having a morning routine, I think, is so crucial. But actually, now that I think about it, I really should start with a nighttime routine because it actually plays into it even more, but maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. So your morning routine, you got to think about with the time that you have and what you want to accomplish. For me personally, I actually aim to get my entire workday done in the morning, not having anything else to do for the rest of the day except for possibly a workout. I know that sounds like something I should throw in, but the truth is I'm at that place where this little baby goes down for a nap about 2.5 hours after he wakes up. So and the kids will be at school, so I'm pretty good. That's usually when I'm going to work out. Before, I would obviously press play right first thing in the morning. So for me, it's there's the lizard. It's lemon water, 20 ounces. I down the hatch. I don't do anything else until I drink 20 ounces of lemon water. It literally resets my system. It helps get things moving. The digestion in it is crucial. I like to then have something to eat. And so I'm going to be alternating. This is something new that I started in these 100 days. And I'm only doing this because I kind of want to see what it looks like to change up my food. I think I'm someone who likes to eat so the same, that I kind of want to see what would happen if I were to eat a little bit different. So overnight oats one day, a yogurt parfait the next day. And so I've got that all set up. I'm ready to rock and roll. And then I have a little pixie dust because I need my mind sharp and I need to be focused. And that's what pixie dust does. It gives me energy and it focuses me, and coffee makes me quiet and want to go back to sleep, and it's hot and warm and full of sugar. So, and then I knock it out. I just started adding stretching and praying, and not that I didn't pray before, but stretching while praying, affirmations, kind of speaking life into my day. Who do I need to be today? What do I need to visualize getting done? Who can I help? What impact can I make? These are some of the questions that I started asking myself during that prayer time. So, prayer stretching time. And I've lately I think this new program is working a part of my body that I've never, I don't know if it's just postpartum or what, but my hips have been so sore, and not I'm hurting them, I need stretching. So just a 5 to 10 minute stretch, prayer, visualization, affirmation, feel good, go get it. And then I sit down and I drink my water and I eat the food, and I get to work. While I'm working, I like to listen to podcasts. That's when I listen to the one on parenting, and I take notes, and I kind of listen, and I, plan my work, the stuff I do during my workday around those things. So I work out, I work and I listen to podcasts and I kind of fill my mind with how I feel. I read if there's any, I do my devotional. I write down reading 100 Days to Brave. And then and today was so good. It was all about, how we are inspired when other people are brave and how we need to be brave so that other people can go before us and be brave too. And I just love that because it's like sometimes we think, well, I can't do that. But what if the impact you could make in that one little decision could change somebody else's world entirely? Because by you being brave and courageous, you give somebody else permission to go be brave and courageous. And then that person gives somebody else brave and courageous and brave and courageous and brave and courageous. And then the next thing you know, everybody in your world and all around you are being brave and courageous on things that they love and have an impact and purpose to offer this world. And everybody's just in a better place. So I think that's, that's like a really cool thing to think about is, and how can you do that and how can you make that part of your day? And then I'm reading my 100 Days, my Love Dare book, and that's pretty much it. I'm reviewing the work stuff that I have, and I've pretty much gotten my job down to about a 2.5 hour window of time, of course, with, a couple maybe messages here throughout the day, but that is, and then I'm free to kind of do what I need to do. But that is kind of how I set up my morning. Obviously my clothes are laid out, my food is ready, but we'll go over a nighttime routine tomorrow because I do think that there is something so big about, so important about making sure your nighttime routine is almost even more fine-tuned than your morning routine, because I realized mine wasn't, and I was getting held up in a lot of different windows once I woke up, and you got to kind of beat that. So a couple areas, if you're wondering, how do you wake up, to get all that done, or, how do you recreate your alarm? And the truth is you have to, I was never a morning person, ever. I'd get terrible anxiety if I had to be up in the morning. So for me, I started with 10 minutes and then 15 minutes and then 20 minutes, and not every day. I would take a week for one whole week. I'd just go 10 minutes earlier. For another, week, I would do 15 minutes and then 30 minutes and then 40 minutes and then 50 minutes and then 60 minutes. Find some accountability partners. Who can you text in the morning to say, hey, I'm awake, and are you awake? That is, really important. But the truth is, having that morning routine that you love is going to get you out of bed. I can't wait, and it sounds so silly, but I can't wait to sit down and get busy. It like drives as soon as I hear that alarm, I'm so excited. And I think that, obviously has a lot to do with because I'm really passionate about what I get to do every day. Obviously, if you can make changes in that area, that's going to help you even more. But listening to Mel Robbins, she's a phenomenal inspiration or speaker, writer, influencer, but she's fantastic, and she will help you learn. She teaches the 5-second rule, and it's fantastic, and I highly recommend it if you need some just understanding of how to really own in on your mornings, how to not snooze, how to find some priority. You can go look her up on YouTube. She actually has her entire book on YouTube, so you could do like the audiobook. The whole thing is there for free. But go listen to her book. It's called The 5-Second Rule. It is probably what changed my whole morning mindset to really saying, okay, this is what I need to do. So those are my tips for you. I hope that those are helpful. I find that, what are you going to say about, maybe you've got kids who don't stay in bed. Definitely recommend okay to wake clock and really pouring the importance of what it looks like, maybe having some, if they have to get up, like 2 of ours share a room right now, so if they can't stay sleeping, figuring out, okay, well, if you get up, like, you need to know that this is mommy's time, and I do this because I need this, because I need to be there for you. So it's not because I'm, trying to it's because I'm, not being present. But unfortunately, sweetie, like mommy doesn't get up in the middle of the night, which my husband would tell me is 3:55 is the middle of the night. So I need this time, and explaining why, so that we can go to the water park later, or we can go to the museum, or we can do whatever it is, or I can go volunteer in your class. And I think that it's important for them to know why you're up and why they need to support you in it. And so include them in knowing that. And yeah, baby.
We forgot to go to the library.
I know, sweetie, we did. We're gonna go though before our trip. We'll get some more books. Yeah. And maybe having like a little, this is like your morning routine bucket. So, I have journals for my kids. Here's your journal. Then you're not turning on the TV, and it's like, I don't know, it just kind of sucks the joy out of the morning for me personally. I'm not a TV person though. So, figuring out, like, getting a little bucket that says, okay, if you have to be in my space right now, I know it's their space too, but at that time in the morning, it is my space. Here's your morning bucket. It's got crayons, it's got pens, it's got paper. You can journal, you can draw. Maybe having if they have milk or juice, having it in the fridge, they can just grab it on their own, so that they can kind of leave you alone. And I really just training your kids to know why is going to be half the battle. So, and then of course having some spousal support in explaining what you're trying to do. So if it means, like for me, that is such important work time. For a long time, when Brooks would need like a bottle in the morning. Yeah, baby.
Workout plates.
I think they're in that, in there, baby, underneath the ball. If you, for me, that time was so important that if, hey James, if Brooks wakes up, can you give him a bottle during 4 to 7, so that I can really stay focused on getting my work done, so that I can be a really good mom to your kids. That's the kind of agreements we have, and that obviously supports him in all the things he's trying to do too. So that's it for me today. I hope you have a great day. I am going to go get this workout done so that we can go do something fun here. I don't know what it's going to be. It's hard when you're one is in underwear, the other one's in a baby, and one has too much energy. We'll figure something out. See you later.